since August 2024, there has been a demonstrable rise in Assam in the number of people who are actively being detained by the Assam Border Police Organization. It has again been documented that through the course of these arrests, it's not like the Assam Border Police follows a particular procedure or process for arrest, like an arrest memo or the way it is described under India's criminal codes. They enter the home of the person who they want to arrest and ask them to come to the local police station along with documents. They're kept there either for the course of the day or overnight, and the next day transported to the detention center in Gwalpara in Assam. For a lot of people, their families find out only that they have been detained after a couple of days, when that person has access to a telephone from which they can call their families from inside the detention center. Their lawyers are not informed as well, and the legal processes that follow post-detention are not enforced or followed at all, which is why a lot of families are left in limbo of not knowing where persons have gone, have to approach police stations, and have to put out their resources in order to find where such persons are when they are inquired and called to the police station. This continues to be the way through which people are detained in Assam without any particular laid down process. Adding it to the security requirement imposed by the Supreme Court in terms of having a surety, there are multiple instances where people have not been able to find sureties who can put in an amount of 5,000 rupees and as a result continue to be in detention. The Supreme Court of India, in a recent case of Rajubala Das, has documented the abysmal case, a condition of these detention centers and the facilities available to persons who technically are not criminals, who have served the period of their sentence or have been declared foreigners by the tribunals, and what kind of facilities they have access to. Persons inside a detention center, according to international law as well as Indian domestic law, need access to multiple facilities, including a phone call, access to their lawyers, family visits, which becomes extremely difficult for litigants who have been detained. It has also been noted that issues of hygiene and sanitation keep cropping up, and there's also a separation of families. Inside the detention center in Matia, there is a separate block for women and children where the men do not have access, and invariably some families are separated inside the walls of the detention center. This detention center is at a substantial distance from a lot of locations in Assam, and hence a lot of the detainees who have been detained from far off places cannot meet their families for the entire course of the time that they are inside the detention center, nor reach out to them. In a case that recently concluded where a person got bail, this person was inside a detention center for a period of 10 years, and hence, since the state could not locate his order and he could not find a surety to get him out on bail, he continued to be inside detention center even though the 2-year bail condition applied to him. It was only recently when his family had to strike out and look for a surety and they could finally avail one, and he had the adequate documents on record, that he was released by an automatic bail order after submitting these documents. There continue to again be cases where persons have been inside for a period of 7 years. There have been some people inside for a period of 12 years, 8 years, 10 years, where they haven't been able to receive and find adequate sureties and then continue to be inside.